The acceleration for this kid is amazing as a quarterback. I mean, not only did he get a huge gain, but he was able to make a defender miss right up the middle again. Made the first defender miss, and he's speeding off, and he makes the second defender miss with the juke move, and he's down to the 10-yard line. That is going to get the crowd extremely hyped.
How I feel? Left. What I want?
Get back slow. I love the way she rockin' it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's no beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a breakdown of Jayden Daniels' film/highlight tape. We're going to be taking a look at some of the highs, some of the lows of Jayden Daniels' tape to see where it is that he needs to improve on at the next level, what it is that the Washington Commanders saw that made them decide to pick him at 2, and so much more. So shout out to the person that is allowing me to use their film behind me. Their link will be down below in the description. Now with that out the way, let's get straight into today's video. Alrighty, so play number 1, as you can see, it's a play action rollout, and he finds his receiver backside of the play for a big gain down the field. Play action one way, then he comes back to backside and finds his man. As you're going to see it again from this angle. Play action, roll out to the right, find his man backside leaking out wide open. That is a lot that I could see Washington doing with Austin Ekeler this season, and Cliff Kingsbury drawing something up like that. Now here at the goal line, it is a negative play right here. As you're going to see him holding on to the ball too long, not finding nowhere to go with the ball. Of course, you would like to see him get the ball out of his hands quicker than that. Let's back it up right quick so we can see it again. You want to see him get the ball out of his hands quicker than that. Maybe just find some incompletion or find something, down there in the red zone. You do not want to take a sack because you want to have opportunities to set your team up in a position to score. And losing yards like that is only hurting yourself. You do not want to see that happen. We've seen that happen too many times here in Washington with our quarterbacks, especially last year with Sam Howell. I remember, screaming vividly at times, Sam, get rid of the ball, get rid of the ball. Now, I will say this to brace you guys. You may see a lot of this season because that's what rookie quarterbacks tend to do. Their clock may get sped up at times, and they end up holding onto the ball too long. Again, it may have been 3rd or 4th down here, so they may have went for it. That's why Florida State was celebrating so much. But you would like to see him get the ball out of his hands quicker than this. Now, here is a positive play, and this is him showing his ability to run the football with his legs. As he's going to take the snap, a direct snap up the middle behind the center and right guard for a really, really good gain. And this is what excites a lot of the Washington fan base and Washington coaching staff, is his ability to be a dual threat. He can throw and he can run, and that gives you shades of Robert Griffin III. Not that we want RG3 back in Washington, but it is somebody that gives you a glimmer of Robert Griffin III from the standpoint of a skill set, and also the 2nd overall draft pick like RG3 was, I would say, nearly a decade ago. So here's the next play. Jayden Daniels takes the snap. First time we really see him, stand in the pocket and deliver a good ball down the far sideline for a really good gain. Love to see it. Love to see your quarterback throwing outside the numbers. As you're going to see from this angle here, Daniels drops back to pass, fires far sideline, and he gets the completion. A nice way to avoid the tackle by number 2 right there. So good pass by Jayden Daniels. Love to see it. Now, the next play here, it's another play action. Fake pocket is collapsing on him, but he is able to get the ball out of his hands with another good completion. So I love to see it again here from Jayden Daniels. The other angle, it's a play action rollout, but here is a new play where the defense was just all over that one. It looked like an RPO kind of thing. It was a run pass option, and Florida State just did a really good job. So honestly, I don't want to put that all on Jayden Daniels. Really good job. He didn't even have no shot there, to be honest with you. So I'm not even going to put that all on JD. But the next play here, it is a read option here as he takes it to the sideline for a very good gain. Again, that is something that we're going to be able to take advantage of in Cliff Kingsbury's offense. As we know, it is a college-style offense for Cliff Kingsbury, and we're going to see a lot of that. Next play here is empty set, and it's another direct snap. Again, him using his legs, able to get a really, really good gain, and he's all the way, and he jukes him. Oh, my God, down to the 10. That is very exciting right there. the acceleration for this kid is amazing as a quarterback. I mean, not only did he get a huge gain, but he was able to make a defender miss right up the middle again. Made the first defender miss, and he's speeding off, and he makes the second defender miss with the juke move, and he's down to the 10-yard line. That is going to get the crowd extremely hyped. Next play here for Jayden Daniels, you see him stepping up in the pocket, dropping back, and he's finding a wide receiver wide open on like a deep curl route or a dig route. So a nice completion here. Wonder if this is a different angle or a new play. Daniels out of the gun yet again. He takes the snap, and it's a drop back pass. And, yep, just a different angle of the same play of the deep curl route for Jayden Daniels. So he has a receiver, running back in here, and he's going to take another read option here for yet another good gain. Now, of course, you would like to see him slide, and you don't want to see him take too many hits like that. Again, with his skinny frame, you would love to see him protect himself. But again, he's a football player, okay? I know we get scared because we don't want our quarterbacks taking huge hits, but we got to understand these guys are football players, so they're going to take hits sometimes. But another read option there that went for a really good gain. Here's the different angle right there, and really a good gain there. And the hit wasn't so bad, but of course you would like to see him avoid it. Here's Daniels again out of the gun, dropping back to pass. Pressure is on, stood tall in the pocket. That is what I like to see right there. When there is commotion around his feet, how is he going to act? Is he going to stand tall and deliver the pass, or is he going to get afraid and try to bail out? He stood tall, pressure around him, and delivered a really, really good ball. Jayden Daniels here again with the pass. Another pocket breaking down on him, and this time it doesn't go in his favor as he does get sacked. I'm not even mad at him right here. He tried to get out of the pocket. He recognized the pressure, tried to get out of there, but Florida State just made a good play. And sometimes you have to give credit when credit is due. So here's Daniels dropping back again to the same angle, the same play, and he's sacked. Again, he tried to get out of there, but again, you just got to give credit to Florida State sometimes. Daniels draws back, pocket collapses again, but this time he's able to get the ball out of his hands, but it is in the hands of the defense. As you can see here, this is my opinion on this play. He got sacked the prior play before, so his clock got sped up, and he was too worried about getting hit again. And he wanted to get the ball out of his hands as quick as possible. We've seen this too many times here in Washington with guys like Dwayne Haskins. That, to me, God rest his soul, that looked like a Dwayne Haskins play right there. From the mechanics and, just the whole play breakdown or the lack thereof with the mechanics. Looked like a Dwayne Haskins play right there. Dwayne Haskins had plays where he looked good, but when he's rushed, similar to every young quarterback, they're going to be having plays like this, okay? So it happens, and brace yourself for plays like this to happen again. His receiver fell down. That's another added component to why this play didn't go as good as it should have been or could have been. But the main thing is he got sacked prior, and he seemed rushed on this play. You don't want to see that happen, but how to avoid this, you may ask? You need to protect your quarterback and have him not hitting the ground so often. That way you won't have plays like that. So let's run it back one more time. Again, stuff like this is going to happen, especially in his rookie year. He's not going to be perfect, but you want to see him try to avoid these plays as much as possible. The pocket was collapsing, and he rushed, and it was just a whole sloppy play. He didn't even look anywhere else. He had his mind made up, predetermined, pre-snapped, and that's how that play panned out. But hopefully he can bounce back here as he's rolling out to his right, and it is an incomplete pass. Pressure was put on. He tried to escape it, and he didn't. He didn't feel his backside. He felt the backside pressure too late, and he got hit as he threw the ball away or tried to. But getting back on track finally as he found his receiver on like a little drag route here. I love to see it. Some of the things that you're going to see from Jayden Daniels is that he doesn't really make the same mistake twice. And that's one thing that you like to see from a young quarterback. That's one thing that we heard from Sam Howell and Erg Minemy last year. I know you guys don't want to hear that name, but that's the thing that you would like to see from a young quarterback is not making the same mistake twice. As you'll see him delivering a really good ball down the sideline and his receiver taking it all the way to the end zone. Daniels dropping back, firing down the sideline, wide open receiver, dropping it in the basket at that, and taking it to the crib. The receiver does the rest of the thing, so rest of the damage. Love to see it here. Daniels moving on here. playing that looks like his former college team at Arizona State, as he finds his receiver in the middle of the field where there's a lot of defenders around him, able to deliver a really good ball, and his receiver is doing the rest. So love to see it. Lofton go over the middle. I don't know if you would like to see him put more strength into that ball. That's something that I would like to see. I don't know if I'm nitpicking or not, but that ball, it seemed like a little bit, lobbed through the middle in the NFL was really much faster, so you don't want to see that happen, because then someone's going to either come kill your receiver. You call those hospital balls. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just nitpicking there. Nevertheless, really good play, and another good play here, as it was a busted coverage, it looked like, from the defense. As his receiver was left wide open, and Jayden Daniels, with pressure in his face, I may add, delivered a really, really good ball. And that's another play that you love to see, especially with pressure being in his face. So Jayden Daniels on a direct snap. He's looking for somewhere to go, and look at the ability to just turn nothing into something there. That is the most impressive thing from that play, I may say. Turning nothing into something. It seemed like the defense was all on that, and he was able to get, it looks like, at least maybe 5, 6, 7 yards on that play. And that is the ability that's going to come with Jayden Daniels and his legs. So quick little pass out, like a little tunnel screen. Looking for somewhere to go. Not much on that play. Daniels did everything he should have done on that play. Just defense, again, you got to give credit when credit's due. They were all over that. Next play here, Daniels play action fake. Delivering a deep shot, wide open receiver down the field. That is a touchdown for the LSU Tigers. I can see Jahan Dotson right there, can't you? Being on the receiving end of a ball like that. Beautiful ball. That is something that we struggled with last year with Sam Howell. Sam Howell's deep accuracy was absolutely horrendous last year, and that cost us to miss a lot of big plays that Washington could have had. There's so many that comes to mind last year that if Sam Howell would have just delivered the ball a little bit more better, we would have had points or a big play. So Daniels again coming back, firing across the middle of the field, taking a slant and turning it into a lot more. Who does that look like to you guys right there? That looks like Scary Terry to me. Taking a short yardage play and turning it into something major. Love to see it, and I can't wait to see Terry McLaurin on the receiving end of those. Jayden Daniels here, play action, fake, standing tall, looking for somewhere to go, and he is sacked. Again, these are his positive and negative plays. Right then and there, I would say Daniels, he didn't have to rush. The pocket, it seemed like he had enough time to find a dump down pass right here, as we're going to back it up a little bit more, because it looked like his running back was right there in the flex. If he would have looked to his right, he would have found him. Let's look right here. Had time, could have dumped it off right there, and he just took the hit. I would like to see him get rid of the ball, instead of taking a sack right there. But again, it's a part of football. It's going to happen. And if this is the same play, you have your running back right here. He should have thrown it right here, and he didn't. He just took the sack. So you like to see him avoid that. But again, it's going to happen. It's a part of the game. So here's the fake toss into a quarterback draw up the middle. I cannot wait to see this on the NFL field. I really, really can't. Now, again, you would like to see your quarterback be protected more than that. But he's going to take stuff like this. You're going to have cheap shots where they're going to end up turning into 15-yard penalties. In the NFL, that may be a 15-yard penalty added on to the run. So Jayden Daniels standing tall, firing across the middle of the field, his receiver in stride. Love to see it. A lot of things that I'm liking so far from Jayden Daniels, besides his athletic ability, is that there are not too many passes that are inaccurate. Seems like when he's able to have time and he's able to find his man down the field, the balls are accurate. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, of course, besides that interception, you're going to have a little bit of plays like that where it's high, low, because it's football. It happens. But for the most part, his passes seem to be on the money and seem to be accurate as crazy. So here's Daniels dropping back again, firing down the middle of the field, different angle of the same play that we just seen, and the pass was on the money. And that's the thing that we're going to grow to love. So here you have time in the pocket. You have a route in the back of the end zone here. Let's back it up here to slow it down a little bit, so we can see what it is that they were running. So right here you have the outside receiver running kind of a, maybe I would say I would say a streak kind of, or flat down the middle of the field, or whatever you want to call it. Then you have the slot receiver running a little bit of a curl, trying to maybe take the top cornerback away, maybe draw this safety down or something like that. because that's what it looked like happened, because he was just wide open. The X receiver was wide open here. So running maybe a little skinny post, I guess you would say that route is, for a wide open touchdown. So great ball, great find by Jayden Daniels. Yeah, I would say, you know, a curl route here to have a little bit of a skinny post. I don't know why I said a flat. I'm tripping. But a skinny post in the back of the end zone. And the next play here, finally, something that I like to see from Jayden Daniels here. He was able to feel the pressure from his backside and just find a completion. That is what you want to see from your young quarterback. By any means possible, just find a completion. You don't want to see him take sacks. Now here on this play, you see him dropping back, and he's targeting, it looks like number 11, who's going to come open on the post here. And he's going to try to throw it between the safety at the top of the screen right here and the cornerback. So let's see how that turns out. Yeah, wide open. It didn't even look like they tried. Like, it looked like the cornerback gave up. Jayden Daniels dropping back to pass. Same angle, same play, different angle. Firing down the middle of the field, wide open. That's one thing that you want to say. A lot of the SEC schemes, they are going to be wide open because they're just that much better than their opponent on a lot of occasions on Saturdays. So great play. But let's look at another route combination here, and let's see how that plans out. So you're down in the red zone. You have your top receiver right here running a bit of a fade route. You have kind of a fade route too from the slot receiver right here, and it's a bit of a pick play, as you can see. You have this receiver right here running this way, trying to maybe gauge the safety to bump into him, and going to find number 2 wide open. That's just my guess. That's what it looks like here. And yep, bit of a pick play here, and find him wide open for a touchdown. Now here's my thing about that. Was the other receiver, the inside receiver, was he actually open more? Let's look at it. Number 2. Or number 17, actually. Number 17 looks like he was coming open more too, but Jayden Daniels was able to deliver the ball perfect, and touchdown it is. So pick plays are something that are going to be huge when it comes to this team. And, you know, that's just big in the NFL anyway when it comes to trying to convert in the red zone. So you see the pocket breaking down, and again, love to see him at least finding a completion. This play did not go according to plan. You can clearly see that, but I love to see him finally just getting it out of his hands. That's what you love to see the most from a young quarterback like Jayden Daniels. Looking left, looking right, looking middle, comes backside of the play, finding a completion. That's what you love to see more. And then here's another read option. There is a penalty flag down, so that probably came back. But making the right decision, basically trying to see what it is that the defensive end is going to do here. And as you can see, the defensive end crashes inside, and he was able to go around the outside right there. That's the big thing that you want to do as a quarterback, is make the right read on your read option. If you see that the defensive end is biting, that's your sign to keep. But if he's staying put, staying pat, hand it off, seems like he has the read option game down pat, and he knows when to make the right decision. So this play right here, you have your top receiver running like a streak, and it seems all like their route combinations are all kind of deep route streaks and whatnot. So let's see how this play pans out. You have the running back right here that he can throw to, but he has his receiver down here that he finds up wide open. So good play by Jayden Daniels, and able to keep his eyes downfield, rolling out to his right. I love his throw on a run. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that is what you're going to get from him, and in the next level is you want to have him outside of the pocket. And it's not that he can't throw inside the pocket, because he very well can, as you can see right here, delivering a beautiful ball down here for a touchdown with the ability to stand in the pocket. But his throw on a run, having him move around the pocket, is where he's dangerous also. So here's where you're going to get that he can do it all. That was inside the pocket. The play before that was outside the pocket. Then you see him running with the read options and the direct snaps. Here's another deep shot down the field, and it's a beautiful ball. That is an absolute beautiful ball. Hopefully this is the same play from a different angle. That was a beautiful ball, just dropping it in the basket. Let's look at it one more time. Just dropping it in the basket right here, dropping back. Receiver right here in the basket, in stride. That is an absolute ball. Kind of like a fade route. Absolute dime from Jayden Daniels in the basket. Caught touchdown. That's his man right there, too, that went first round to the Giants. So we'll see him 2 times a year. But here's the pocket breaking down, a negative play right here. Pocket breaking down on Jayden Daniels. And, you know, really, he could have maybe tried to extend out to his left, or maybe even turn backside to his right. You know what I'm saying? I'll be asking for a lot, maybe, but you can see, you have to pick up that you have to feel that the middle of the offensive line, which is getting battered and bruised, seems like they were sending, you know, a heavy load blitz right here. He could have extended out to his right or left, you know what I'm saying, but he got sacked here. That was just a good play by the defense, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you want to see him max protect and try to avoid the sack, but again, plays like that are going to happen. He's not going to be perfect. Now, here's the combination that I see LSU run a lot. They're stacked up receivers to the left. You know, when we run stuff like this in the NFL, or at least the Commanders with the former scheme, it would either be a screen pass to probably, let's say, one of the backup receivers. Remember last year we would go games where we don't even get Jahan Dotson the ball. So I wouldn't even say Jahan. One of these backup receivers that we targeted more last year, it was like a screenplay when you stacked up 3 receivers to one side. But here it seems like it's a go route right here. Maybe a corner route for this slot receiver, and another seam route for this receiver. So let's see how that plans out. But I like the 3 stacks. Let's see if Jayden Daniels can get the ball out of his hands. He cannot, and I put that on the offensive coordinator for not having no safety blanket for him to go. All of his routes were deep down the field, and that's why he got sacked. Of course, he could have tried to avoid it, but let's be for real. These players on the other side of the ball want to make noise too, and that's just simply what happened. I put that on the offensive coordinator, having all of his routes down the field instead of having somewhere for him to go with the ball. So we're going to watch a little bit more of Jayden Daniels here, and hopefully me breaking down this is helping you gauge what it is that Washington saw for Jayden Daniels and the reason why they decided to take him at 2, and maybe your opinion is changing on him. That's all I want to do, is help you understand why Washington did what they did at number 2. Now here's another play for Jayden Daniels, firing deep down the field, wide open receiver. Now that ball was a little bit underthrown as the receiver had to stop for the ball. He double pumped. Maybe that is why that happened, but you would like to see him put it out in front and maybe let him run under it. But again, pressure was around him at the time. Another play here where pressure is around him and he's able to find his receiver in stride. Same play, different angle. And the thing that you like to see from Jayden Daniels the most is just his ability to be accurate with passes. Here's him running up the middle of the field on a pass play, not liking what he's seeing, and creating some plays with his, something positive with his legs. You love to see him looking left, looking right, not liking what he's seeing, finding a hole and picking up some yardage with his legs, turning a positive play. Here's Jayden Daniels' pockets breaking down again, not liking what he's seeing. And he's getting out to the sideline, turning up the field, crossing midfield. Again, ooh, that's a big hit. You do not want to see that from your young quarterback. You would like to see him get down, try to get out of bounds. I would prefer him to slide here as he takes a big shot right here. You do not want to see that. You do not want to see that. That is not nothing you want to see. Jayden Daniels at the sack this time, rolling out to his right. Another play where he's extending with his legs, and you love to see that. That time he actually got out of bounds is what you love to see, directing traffic down the field. I love it. Another play with his legs, a read option. This time he's getting a touchdown with it, and that is the biggest thing I want you guys to take away from his film, is that he is a good passer of the football, but his legs is killer. You know what I'm saying? His legs is killer, and if we can use him right, if we can find a way to involve his legs, especially down there by the red zone. I mean, again, I don't want to make comparisons to RG3 because we seen how that career ended up, but that 2012 season was so magical that I see why people are comparing him to RG3 in the sense of what it is that he could bring to the next level. Of course, you want to see him be consistent, you want to see him stay healthy, but as far as talent-wise, I can see the RG3 comparison for sure. Now, I want to watch a little bit more, and then we'll call it a day. Daniels here out of the gun receiver. Tailback is in the backfield as he's going to come into motion. And he's going to, obviously keep it, read option, touchdown. So love to see it again. His legs is killer. This time he keeps it again, stiff arms, finding a way to get in the end zone, as it looked like that Mississippi State maybe. It was all over that, but he found a way to get in there. Broke off a tackle, missed tackles, and he found a way to get in there. So gritty fighting, love to see it. He says he's a dog and he's going to fight for everything. Play action fake, firing down the field. That pass was a little bit underthrown, but he was able to come make the reception. Play action fake. He was kind of hit as he's thrown, so that pass wasn't perfect. But his receiver, and that's why he went number 6 to the Giants. You do not like to see that right there. He got baited. He got baited right there. So let's actually slow this down a little bit so you guys can see. Let's see where he went wrong. He got baited right there. That is not a good sign, a good play. But again, that's going to happen. It's football. So you see him right here. Looks like he's trying to go, I want to say, to one of these two options right here. And the cornerback baited him into the play. So, yep, he was trying to go into this tight end right here. Let's back it up a little bit. He was trying to go to this tight end right here on a curl route. And the cornerback acted like he was going to curry the receiver down the field. And he broke down and jumped the play. So, not a good decision right there by Jayden Daniels. He got fooled. I'm pretty sure, as you can see, he would want that back. This is Jayden Daniels right there, and he looks like, oh man, he knows he made a mistake. But again, it happens. It happens. He got fooled. It's football. They get paid to make good plays too on the defensive side. So I'm not gonna totally kill the guy for it. Of course, you don't want to see him do that too often, but it is going to happen. Dropping back to pass. Looks like the corner was going to curry this receiver down the field, but he jumps. He comes back down. He baited Jayden Daniels to make him throw, which he did, and it's an interception. So, again, these are positive and negative plays. These aren't all positive plays, okay? So, Jayden Daniels, play action fake, looking for somewhere to go. He doesn't, and he got sacked. So, again, you would like to see him try to avoid negative plays at all costs. It looks like the pressure was put on. Looked like they sent all-out blitz. All of his routes was right there. He could have potentially thrown it right there, but by that time, the defensive lineman was in his face. So, again, he's going to have some growing pains. It's all about limiting those growing pains, though. Again, he's a young guy, and it's his first year. So here's down by the red zone as we're crossing, almost nearing the 30-minute mark. He finds a way to escape the first tackler, but then he gets taken down anyway. So here's the play again from a different angle. It looks like they shot right up to the gap. Both of them. That is actually a good play design by the defensive coordinator right there, sending double blitzes through the middle. We really like to see that. That's a good play. I'm not even gonna be mad at JD for that one. So he has time delivering the pass across the middle of the field. I love, these little intermediate routes. That screams to me Terry McLaurin right there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Terry and the intermediate thing, that's Terry all the way. Intermediate passing and then able to just turn, rack. Rack is what Terry thrives at, and that screams Terry McLaurin right there. So I love these intermediate passes. Here him standing tall, finding his receiver down the middle of the field for a touchdown. Love to see it. JD, empty set, having time. Then when he has time, he's able to look amazing. And that ball was thrown a little bit into the numbers, if you may nitpick there. But again, it was a touchdown regardless. So JD dropping back to pass, firing down the field. That pass was underthrown. His receiver had to come back for it, but sometimes your receiver has to make up for where your quarterback lacks on certain plays. And that's why your receivers get paid the big money too. He underthrew the heck out of that ball. He did not have to rush it, as you would see. Let's look at his feet work here. Okay, let's look at his feet work on this play. Let's actually slow it down. And let's look at his feet work here on the play. And let's see. Let's actually slow it down a little bit more. And let's watch his feet work on this play, okay? Just watch his foot work on this play. He rushed this pass. He dropped back, having time. Didn't have to rush. He didn't really step into it. He kind of threw it off his back foot, as you can see. I'm just lofting it up there. and Bob will catch. But you would like to see him just take his time. He did not have to rush. That's the one thing that I don't want him to do is rush. Look at it. He had all the time in the world here. Play action, drop back to pass. Had all the time in the world. I mean, he could have built a freaking house back there. He didn't have to throw off his back foot. He could have easily stepped up into it and made it an easier play than it ended up being. The receiver wasn't really open right there, so I don't even know if that's a good decision. Let's back up a little bit more and let's see where he could have went, because the receiver wasn't even really that open. Let's see, is there anywhere else JD could have went with this ball? I mean, again, the result of the play was a touchdown, and who's really going to care? Who's really going to care if you score? So on this play, it doesn't look like he's open at all. You don't want to throw it there. Can't really see the backside of the play, but giving that the safety is right here, I don't think that none of it was open on that side. So I guess he just threw it up to one of his better guys, and his better guys made a play for him. And that's how it happens sometimes. How many times have we seen Terry McLaurin in double coverage and coming down? Oh, nice way to make a miss too. But how many times have we seen Terry McLaurin make his quarterback right? And that's what you want to essentially do, is make your quarterback right at times when it's plays like that. So let's speed it back up here, and let's just watch him finding a receiver wide open across the middle of the field. In the red zone. That's where you want to see him thrive at the most. I really don't want to judge the rest of it, but the biggest thing that I want to come away from judging the most and the hardest is how is he in the red zone. And for the most part, it's looking like he's cashing in on the red zone. Great ability to catch a low snap right there. And he turned a play that looked like it wasn't going to be anything into something. And I like to see him getting down right there. That is the positive right there for me, is that he got down. He recognized that he was going to take a hit, and he got down, gave himself up. Now, he doesn't look like the best of slider right there. Now, again, I don't want to just judge him off of one slide, but it doesn't look like he's the best slider. But hopefully we can work on that. Maybe get him with some of the national guys that can teach him how to slide. Maybe get him with C.J. Abrams or something that can help him slide better. But nice little pass right there. Like a little dump off. I can see Zach Ertz on that receiving end of that. Speaking of tight end, hopefully we do something at tight end to add more. I know we got Amani Rodgers coming back, but hopefully we can add more to that. But you see the little fade route to the back of the end zone, dropping it into the basket, and that is a beauty. So, all right, y'all, that is 32 minutes of one Jayden Daniels film. It's about 25 minutes left. If you guys want to come back for a part 2, if you guys want to see me do this for the rest of our draft class, let me know. This is something new that I'm trying. But overall, his film is good. He has his highs, he has his lows with, holding onto the ball, taking a sack, interceptions. He has it all. It looks like a typical college film. But the biggest thing that I'm taking away from it in the positive game is his ability to extend plays with his legs. His arm talent and his accuracy is good. But, man, how good he can be with his legs is crazy. And his throw on the run is also amazing. So let me know what you guys think about it. Do you like me breaking down this film? And shout out to the person, again, for allowing me to use their film. And what is your overall takeaways from this film breakdown, or from what you've seen from Jayden Daniels? So with that being said, as always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers. I'm back in full effect, trying to get our channel back to where it was. So help your boy out, and hopefully we can get back out there and get back up into the Commander and NFL algorithm, because your boy's back home and covering the Washington Commanders and the NFL. So see y'all later. See y'all tonight for the draft. Let me know who y'all think we should draft in the second round, and so on. See y'all later. It's me, boy Juan Gotti. I'm out. Peace.